out your hand, please, to take the pledge. I promise to myself that I will devote time for physical activity and sports every day, and encourage my family members and neighbors to be physically fit and make India. Thank you. Know his elder brother, Mr. Ravi Bhaskaran, who had type 1 diabetes in the age of 16. He was actually treated, he's much older than Hari, and he was treated by my father when I was a toddler, and then I got to treat him, and then my daughter and son-in-law treated him, and he actually made a prophecy that my grandson will treat him. But Pranav didn't quite make it up to that. He had type 1 diabetes, and then he finally passed away at the age of 73, not due to diabetes. He didn't have a single complication of diabetes. And imagine, at that time, the crude insulins we had, the crude syringes we had, we didn't even have a glucometer. You had some Benedict test with which you test your urine. That's how he did it, and with that he survived. Two other brothers also had diabetes, and a genetic disorder from his mother's side probably led to all his 4 brothers and his sister and mother succumbing to cancer. Prior to his retirement, Hari served as the Executive Vice President of HCL Infosystems Limited. He also served as Executive Director of Xerox India. He is an alumnus of the Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore. He is also an alumnus of St. Mary's School, where I studied, where he was a top athlete, by the way. He is an alumnus of the Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, and the India Engineering College here in Chennai. Hari is a business leader, he's a mentor, an executive coach with a long record of accomplishment and achievement. He has groomed and developed high performance teams and mentored team members who now hold responsible positions in several leading companies. As I mentioned, Hari was an athlete even in school and continues to be an avid cyclist and trekker even now. Since his retirement, he has participated in several cycling events and intercity cycling expeditions. You won't believe it. Bray started cycling when he was 2, and Hari started cycling when he was 60. So for those of you who think that, that you're too old, he started only when he was 60. Okay, there's still hope for all of us who haven't started like me. In partnership with the Indian Cancer Society, he dedicated a 250-kilometer ride at the Desert 500 event in Rajasthan to the care and rehabilitation of disadvantaged children affected by cancer. He has also gone on for many treks in the Himalayas, including one where he trekked to a height of 5,000 meters in Himachal Pradesh in 2016, which is not very far ago. In January 2019, he started contacting me somewhere in November or December, and he said, Mohan, I'm going to be 70 on 8th of January. 8th, no, Hari? So 8th of January. And on that day, I have to make a proclamation to the world that age is only a number. Okay? So when I cross 70, I'm going to take up my greatest challenge. And what is that? He undertook a cyclothon event, cycling alone, not even with companies, not that 4 or 5 people were there to keep him company. He cycled alone to celebrate active aging and to draw attention of the critical supports needs of the elderly. In partnership with HelpAge India, with which he is very much associated, he cycled from Chennai to Delhi, covering a distance of approximately 3,000 kilometers over 2 months. Now, imagine this. Here's Chennai and there's Delhi. Okay? If you fly, it takes almost 3 hours. Okay? Now, if you go straight to Delhi, it's 3,000 kilometers. He didn't go straight. He went here, he went there, he went to Bangalore, he went to Mysore, he went to Tumkur, he went to Goa, he went to Mumbai, he went to... So it must be much more than the 3,000 kilometers which he claimed. So from there he went, and then he went round, and then he went to Bhopal, and then he entered Delhi finally. Okay? Amazing. I mean, somebody who's turned 70 to do this. And I said, why are you doing this? And he said, just to prove that age is only a number. So that's the real heroes, unsung heroes of India. Fit India, the right person to be the ambassador of Fit India. So what did he do? Not just cycled and just went and said, I did it. No. At every place. Why did he take these detours? Not just like that. During the cyclone, visited many old age homes, orphanages, schools for disadvantaged children and the visually impaired, interacted with senior citizens associations to encourage and bring cheer to them. Many of them were so touched that they were garlands and there were, reception parties for him, and you should have seen the whole event. I was following it. I could see where he's going because we had a Google map in which we were tracing him till he reached Delhi. On top of all this, he's written 4 books, and his latest one is now getting ready, which have been extremely popular. He's written one called The Blooming Anglos, about the Anglo-Indians, and because he lived in Roypuram was an Anglo-Indian area where we grew up, so he wrote about the Anglo-Indians, and it's amazing. He's currently writing a book on active aging in partnership with HelpAge India, which will soon be out. It's an amazing book. I've already seen 2 or 3 chapters of that. The awards committee of Dr. Mohan's Diabetes Specialty Center congratulates Mr. Hari Basan. Hari, we are very, very, very proud of you on your remarkable achievements in fitness and active aging, and it's a great pleasure in conferring the 9th DMDSC Honor Award on you.